Hi guys, Mike here. Just want to talk this morning about Gideon. He's a guy who we all admire in the Bible, but I want to come from a slightly different viewpoint. He had the call of God on his life, but he didn't know it. And I've been talking about providence, knowing that you're called, and provocation, just living life as life throws stuff at you. Anyway, Gideon we know as a mighty warrior, but before he was a mighty warrior, listen to his words. He says, "My clan is the weakest in Manasseh, and of all the families, my family's the weakest." And he just stopped himself from saying, "And of all the people in my family, I'm the wimpiest." He had to go through provocation to come to providence. He had to be put in a place where God spoke to him and called him mighty warrior. God took him from that provocation to providence, and in the process gave him a slap round the face. And sometimes we need that. So maybe you think you're a nothing and a nobody and your family heritage and all the rest of it, but that's not what God says you are. Look at Acts chapter 2. The disciples were just fishermen and a couple of tax collectors thrown in. And they went from being despised to being a delight in their community. You read Acts 2, you see that from fishermen they went to men performing signs and wonders and miracles. They sold all their possessions, and the other people with them sold all their possessions. I mean, okay, you sell a few fishing nets and a couple of crayfish pots, and it's not worth much, but people were giving land and they were giving houses and they were putting it at the feet of these guys because they were having such an impact on their community. Up to then, they just thought they were fishermen, but once they met Jesus, they realized providence was part of their life. So they went from despised to being a delight to their community. They went from being unloved to loved, and they went from being hated to being honourable. And how do I know that they were honourable men? Because we still read about them today. So wherever you're at, whether you're a Gideon or whether you're a fisherman, I just pray that God will bless you and that providence will be on your life and you will achieve everything that He has called you to achieve. Amen. Bless you.